factors affecting on atomic radius. Factors affecting on atomic radii or radius also. Right, what are the factors affecting on atomic radii? 1. The following factors affect the atomic radii. 1. Effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. And tell me, it is denoted by Z star, or it is also denoted by Z effective. Second factor is not size of valency shell. Size of valence shell or valence orbit, right? So third factor is percentage of ionic character. Fourth one is multiplicity of bond. And fifth last factor is positive and negative charge, right? So these are the factors affect the atomic radii or atomic size. Let's see one by one in detail. Come on, tell me, all these things we have studied indirectly. Let's study again individually one by one. So first one, effective nuclear charge. Come on, tell me, what is effective nuclear charge? We will study later in atomic size, in atomic structure topic. Effective nuclear charge. It is denoted by Z effective or Z star also. Okay. Then how does effective nuclear charge affect the or influence the atomic radius?
It is inversely proportional.
Tell me, in a period left to right atomic size decreases, right? In a period left to right atomic size decreases, that is till halation. Why atomic size decreases? Due to increasing effective nuclear charge. The effective nuclear charge is increases in a period, right? Therefore atomic size is decreases. It means what is the relation between effective nuclear charge and size? Inversely proportional. So therefore atomic size or atomic radii is inversely proportional to Z effective, important, effective nuclear charge. Right? So therefore as the Z effective is increases, what happens? Atomic size is decreases. So therefore example, atomic radii is decreases or atomic size decreases in a period from left to right due to what is the reason? Increasing effective nuclear charge. So as the effective nuclear charge increases, atomic size is decreases. Then how do you calculate Z effective nuclear charge? That is Z effective. Z effective is equals to Z minus sigma. Okay, this calculation also we have in atomic structure topic. We will study in detail later. Therefore Z effective is equal to Z minus sigma, where what is Z effective? Effective nuclear charge, that is we know Z effective is effective nuclear charge. Yeah. What is the now what is the Z? Nothing but atomic number. Atomic number. And what is the sigma? Screening constant. screening constant or screening effect. It is a shielding effect or screening constant. Screening constant. Okay. Now tell me, important. Z effective is increases in a left to right period, right? Effective nuclear charge is increases from where to where? Alkali metal to, of course, not only halogen till noble gases. In a period, Z effective nuclear charge increases. Why? It increases because here in period Z increases as well as sigma also increases. Why Z increases? Atomic number increases, like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. No, atomic number increases. Atomic number increases, even Z also, sigma also increases. Why sigma increases? What is the sigma? Screening effect. What is the screening effect? Electron in inertial. Obviously, electron in the inertial also increases. That means Z increases, sigma increases. But which is more increases? We want Z effective should be more. To get the Z effective more, Z should be more than sigma. It means in a period Z increases, sigma increases, but increment in Z is more than sigma, therefore Z star or Z effective is more, increases. Right, one important sentence. In a period Z nuclear charge or nothing but in a period Z and sigma increases, Z and sigma increases, but increasing Z is more than sigma, therefore increasing Z is more than sigma, therefore what?
The Z effective is more.
Yes, therefore Z effective is more in a period. So take this data, its second period element, atomic number Z. Come on, tell me. Take this is sigma. Next it is a Z effective. You need not to by heart it, but it is for only, yes, just remember. And finally take atomic radii also, one more column. Atomic size or atomic radius also. Okay. Now tell me, what is the Z in
3.
this period? 3. Why? Atomic number of lithium is 3, beryllium 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It means atomic number increases, therefore Z increases. Z is nothing but atomic number. Then what is the sigma? Sigma you have to remember, it's not, you need not to by heart, you just see the how it is increasing. 1.7, 2.05, 2.4, 2.75, right, 2.75, 3.1, 3.45, 3.85, 4.15. Tell me. So this is the sigma. What is the sigma? Screening constant or screening effect? Yeah, of course, screening effect also. Tell me now. Now I want Z effective. How do you get Z effective? Z minus sigma. Come on, tell me.
1.3.
1.3. 3 minus 1.7 now.
1.95.
Next. 1.95. Next 2.6.
4.25.
4.
So 3.25, sir.
3.25. 7.
3.9.
3.98.
4.55.
4.55. Yes. Next 85 means it is a
5.2. 5.15.
2.15.
5.15, sir.
5.15.
5.85.
8.
5.
5. Now tell me, so what is the Z effective nuclear charge? 1.3, 1.95, 26, 2.6, 3, no? It is gradually increasing, no? That means effective nuclear charges increases in a period. How? From, lithium to neon. It's, continuously increases. When effective nuclear charge increases, what happen? Atomic size. Atomic size must be decreases. So therefore, the atomic size of lithium is 1.23. It is in angstrom. Atomic size in angstrom. Next 0.89. Next 0.82. 0.77. 0.75. 0.73. 0.72. 1.31. It is in angstrom. Now tell me, what do you understand by these values? Right? So therefore, in a given period, which group or which metals have largest atomic size? Usually alkali metal. Okay, least is halogen. When you compare with noble gases, noble gas have largest atomic size because of van der Waals radius. Van der Waals radius is greater than metallic radius, which is greater than covalent radius. Okay, so this is the effect of atomic, effective nuclear charge on atomic size. Next is second one. Tell me, size of valence shell. This is also we have studied. Size of valence shell or outermost shell. As the principal quantum number increases, 1, 2, 3, 4, then what increases? Size of orbit increases, no? Suppose principal quantum number is 1, there is only one orbit, one shell. If the principal quantum number is 2, there are 2 shell. Principal quantum number 3, there are 3 shell, 3 orbit. Then tell me the size of the first orbit, second orbit, third orbit. So whose size is larger? Third, because third shell is here, no, its size is more. It means as the principal quantum number increases, size of the orbit increases or size of the valence shell increases, then atomic size is increases. So therefore write down, as the principal quantum number increases, size of shell increases. As a result, atomic size or atomic radii increases. Example.
Lithium is lesser than sodium.
Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Come on, tell me, lithium has only one orbit, no? It has only one orbit. It's a nucleus, one orbit. Okay, what about sodium? It is nucleus, it has 2 orbit. Like that, francium has how many orbits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lithium 2 orbits, right? Sodium 3 orbits. No, okay, 3 orbits. Then francium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So therefore, as the principal quantum number increases, so the size of the orbit also increases, and as a result, atomic size radius is increases. Okay. Next, third factor. Third factor is percentage of ionic. Okay. Next is percentage of ionic character. Right. This percentage of ionic character can be determined by Fuson rule. We will study in chemical bonding. Fuson rule. Percentage of ionic character, percentage of even covalent character. Even we can calculate the percentage of ionic character by dipole moment. In the application of dipole moment comes. Okay. But here we want how does atomic size related to this percentage of ionic character. So just remember, atomic radii or atomic size is inversely proportional to percentage of ionic character. Important. Yes. It means as the percentage of ionic character increases, what happens? The atomic size decreases. Right. Next, fourth one, multiplicity of bond. Right.
It is also inversely proportional.
Multiplicity of bond. Yeah, this is also we have studied. So multiplicity, it means number of bonds. Right. As the multiplicity increases, like for example, carbon-carbon single bond, double bond, triple bond. Do you know carbon-carbon single bond? What is the bond length? Bond length 1.54 angstrom. It is 1.34 angstrom. 1.20 angstrom. What is this bond length? Then if bond length is this, what is the atomic radii?
Atomic radii
It is divided by 2, no? Bond length divided by 2, it gives atomic radii 0.77 divided by 0.60 angstrom. Right? It means, you just tell me, multiplicity is 1, 2, 3. As the bond multiplicity increases, bond length or bond radii we want, atomic radii decreases. Therefore, atomic radii is inversely proportional to bond multiplicity. Important. So as the bond multiplicity increases, atomic radii decreases. Okay. Next. What is the next factor?
Positive and negative charge.
Yeah.
Positive charge inversely proportional.
Yes.
Negative charge negative.
Right. Positive and negative charge. Right. This is also you have studied ionic radii, no? So therefore, tell me, how does positive charge affect the atomic radii or ionic radii? Here we take ionic radii for ions. Tell me, ionic radii is inversely proportional to positive charge. Yes or no? Right? Whereas ionic radii is directly proportional to negative charge. Directly proportional to negative charge. So it means, now tell me, as the positive charge increases, what happens? Atomic radii decreases. As the negative charge increases,
Atomic radii increases.
ionic radii is decreases. Increases. Ionic radii. Example, let us take iron Fe plus 1, Fe plus 2, Fe plus 3. Come on, tell me. So, what is the order of ionic size?
Fe is greater than Fe plus 1 is greater than
Fe greater than Fe plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. It is the decreasing order of ionic size. Right? Similarly, let us take n minus 2, n minus 3. So what is the order of ionic size? n minus 3, n minus 2, n minus then n. Now tell me, now question is this. Let us take Fe and Fe plus 3. The ionic size of Fe plus 3 always less than the Fe, or the size of Fe plus 3 is less than Fe. Why?
Because Z star per electron is
Yes,
more for
because when positive charge increases, what is increases? Effective nuclear charge increases, right? Effective nuclear charge per electron. So therefore, Fe plus 3 has smaller size. It is because its effective nuclear charge per electron is more. That means Z effective per electron is more. Right. Similarly, let us take n and n minus 3. Here the size of n minus 3 is more than n. Right. Then what is the reason that n minus 3 has larger in size? Z effective per electron is less. Important. Right. Next, one more example. Let us take H plus, H minus. Tell me, what is the order of size?
H is greater than H plus.
Right. So H minus is greater, no?
Yes, sir.
Why H minus is greater?
Because
As negative charge, yes, increases atomic size. Next is H. Next is H plus. It is the order of size. Similarly, let us take I minus, I plus. Come on, tell me. Here is I minus is greater than I, then I plus. Okay, reasons are same. Right. Next is,
H plus is smaller.
yeah, in periodic table, alkali metal have largest size, right, and halogen have smallest size. Next, which cation has smallest size and which cation has largest? Which anion largest? Which anion is smallest? Come on, tell me first. Cation. In cation, which cation is smallest?
H plus is smaller.
Smallest cation is, of course, H plus. Next, yeah, smallest, then largest cation. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. No, down the group is increases, right? Cesium plus, obviously. Cesium plus has largest cation. H plus has smallest cation. Next,
F minus
yeah,
smallest.
anion. Tell me, which anion has smallest?
F minus.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now let us take second period element, third period element. Important. Tell me, what are second period element? Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. What are third period elements? Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. Come on, tell me, what is the IE1? It is also IE1. Tell me, order of IE1.
Neon is greater.
So we know that in general, ionization enthalpy is increases. It means it's supposed to be, it should be increased, no? Yes. So it is like lithium is less than beryllium, beryllium less than boron, but not. Here exception is beryllium has more than boron, then boron less, carbon less, but nitrogen more than oxygen, then increasing. Similarly, here also sodium less than magnesium, but magnesium more than aluminium. Then next is increasing, then phosphorus more than sulfur, it is increasing. Here there are two exceptions. The questions based on exception only important. Exception. Here exception. Here is exception. The first exception is, it is of course increases. Yeah, ionization enthalpy is increases, but one exception, the ionization enthalpy of beryllium is more than boron. Ionization IE1 of beryllium is greater than boron. Similarly, IE of magnesium is more than aluminum. So for both reason is same. Tell me.
So 1:2, 2:2 is
Now if you see the order, boron supposed to have more than beryllium, right? Next aluminum supposed to have more than magnesium, but it is reverse. The reason is beryllium and magnesium have completely filled s orbital. Both are having completely filled. So due to completely filled s orbital, they are more stable. Since they are more stable, you cannot remove electron so easily, right? So reason is beryllium, magnesium have completely filled
s orbital.
s orbital.
Of filled p orbital.
Right, this is one exception. Second exception is when you see the nitrogen, oxygen supposed to have more, here sulfur supposed to have more than phosphorus, but exception is nitrogen has IE1 of nitrogen is more than oxygen, IE1 of phosphorus is more than sulfur. Then tell me, why nitrogen has more than oxygen, phosphorus more,
p orbital.
yes, more than sulfur is, the reason is different. Here is completely filled s orbital, here is what? Nitrogen, phosphorus both are having half filled p orbital. If you see electronic configuration of nitrogen, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, phosphorus is 3p3. Phosphorus come 3p3, no. So nitrogen has 2p3, phosphorus has 3p3, they are having half filled orbital. p3 means half filled. So due to half filled orbital, nitrogen, phosphorus are more stable. Since they are stable, you cannot remove electron so easily, right? Now that is the reason noble gas are more stable. Why they are more stable? Because they are having completely, yes, they are having completely filled p orbital. Yes, and of course p. So therefore, due to completely filled octet configuration, they are more stable. Here also half filled and completely filled, half filled both are stable. So therefore, reason is half filled p orbitals. So due to half filled p orbital, they are most stable. Okay. Next, this is of IE1 of second and third period element. Right. The questions asked, see, recent in 2017 they asked, 2019 they asked questions based on this IE. Next is, what about second ionization enthalpy? Yeah, order of second ionization enthalpy in a same period. Let us take IE2. Second period element. And yes, can you tell me what are the second period element? Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Okay. Then what is the order of second ionization enthalpy IE2? See?
Is greater than beryllium.
Okay, for that now, what I do is, I'll write all positive charges. Yes or no? Listen carefully. You will get confusion these questions. I'll write all positive charges. Why?
Would they do
If
smaller?
yes, if you want IE2, it must be unipositive. No. Okay. If they are unipositive, then tell me lithium plus equal to helium. Atomic number, no. There are 2 electrons. Lithium plus nothing but 2 electrons, no. Hydrogen, helium, lithium. Lithium has 3 electron. Lithium plus 2 electron means it is equal to helium. Helium electronic configuration. Beryllium plus electronic configuration equal to lithium. It is boron equal to beryllium. It is boron. Next, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Now tell me, what is the order of ionization enthalpy? Helium is more because helium is highest. Because noble gas, no, highest. Next is beryllium is greater. Next is beryllium greater. Next boron, carbon. Next nitrogen greater. Next is this. Therefore, now tell me, here I want this order. It is lithium plus greater. Next is boron plus. Next is carbon. Boron plus only. Next is, tell me, nitrogen plus. Next is this. Now oxygen plus is more. This. So therefore, important. Do you understand? Right? If they ask directly this, better you write their respective atoms with electronic configuration. Lithium plus equal to helium. Because you can remember IE1 easily. You need not to by heart IE2. Its corresponding IE2. Similarly, let us take third period. What is the IE2 of third period element? Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. Even exam they may not give the plus charge also. They will give like this only. You know, or write the order of IE2. Come on, tell me. It is better you write their positive charges so that easy to analyze. Come on, tell me. Sodium plus equal to?
Neon.
Neon. Okay. Mg plus equal to? Sodium. Aluminum plus? Magnesium. It is aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. Then what is the order of IE1? We know IE1 order, tell me. Which is, of course, neon is highest because of noble gas, no doubt. Right? Next, tell me. Sodium, magnesium. Magnesium is more. Then, now magnesium more than aluminium because of half filled. Right? Next is silicon. Next is phosphorus. Phosphorus is more than sulfur. Next is chlorine. Therefore, now tell me, write the order for this. Na plus is more because equal to argon, sorry, equal to neon. Next is aluminium is correct, no? Next is, tell me, aluminium plus is more. Next is silicon, phosphorus more. So take one small change here. O plus equal to N, B plus equal to BE, right? Al plus equal to Mg, S plus equal to phosphorus. So therefore, these are having exceptional ionization enthalpies, right? It is the order of IE2. Next, come on, tell me. Now group over, period also over. Come on. In periodic table, which group element have largest size? Alkali metals, right? Therefore, alkali metals having least ionization enthalpies, and noble gas having largest or highest ionization enthalpy. Why?
Because completely filled essentially.
So noble, see, listen carefully. Alkali metals have least ionization enthalpy because of their large size. Alkali metal having largest atomic size, therefore they have least ionization enthalpy. Then in periodic table, noble gas having
Completely filled also.
noble gas having highest ionization enthalpy, not because of small size, because of stable electronic configuration. So noble gas having stable electronic configuration, that means octet electronic configuration, therefore their ionization enthalpy is highest, right? So therefore, written in periodic table, alkali metals have least IE1. We study IE1 only. Least IE1 due to, what is the reason?
Because atomic
Due to largest,
atomic size.
yes, largest atomic size. Now similarly, 18 group elements are noble gases. Noble gases have what? Highest ionization enthalpy due to not smallest size, due to stable electronic, yes, due to stable electronic configuration. Okay. Next, can you tell me in periodic table which element has least and which element has highest? And which one has least? Alkali metals have least? No. In alkali metals, down the group is decreases. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. It means cesium should have least ionization enthalpy. Then now here is noble gases. Noble gas having highest. In noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Then helium has highest. Now hydrogen has only one electron. No,
But positive charge is not. Is this but?
Hydrogen has only one electron. No, helium has two electrons. Stable electronic. That is 1s2. Stable electronic configuration. And moreover, noble gas having highest stable electronic configuration, highest ionization enthalpy. Helium is highest, and here is cesium is lowest. Therefore, in periodic table, helium has highest ionization enthalpy. Right. Next, cesium has lowest ionization enthalpy. Right. If you want to draw the graph between atomic size and ionization enthalpy, what is the graph? Let's see. Take the second period elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Right. So order is, tell me, what is order? Lithium less than beryllium, beryllium greater than boron, less than nitrogen less than, sorry, greater than oxygen. Next,
Oxygen is less than fluorine. Fluorine is less than
neon. Right. This is the order. No. Now I want to draw the graph. So a graph is plotted between one is ionization enthalpy versus atomic size. Okay. Atomic size or atomic radius. Can you tell me? Let us take here. Lithium has least one, no? Least ionization enthalpy, no? Okay. Take somewhere here atomic number 3 something. I'll take lithium is here somewhere here. It is lithium. Okay. Take lithium. Yeah, fine. Atomic number 3. Lithium is here. Tell me next. Next is beryllium, no? Beryllium increase or not? So here it is increasing somewhere here. This is atomic number 4. Okay. Next, after beryllium is what? See that beryllium, boron. Now from beryllium to boron, decrease or increase?
Decrease.
It is beryllium. Decrease, no? Okay, it is decreases. It is boron. It is 5. Next, boron to carbon?
Increases.
Increase, no? Okay, it is 6 here. It is carbon. Carbon to nitrogen?
Increases.
Increase, no?
Nitrogen, oxygen decreases.
It is nitrogen. Next, nitrogen to oxygen?
Decreases.
Decrease, no? Oxygen comes here down. It is 8. It is oxygen. Oxygen to fluorine? Increase, no?
Yes, sir.
Halogen, no? It is increases. It is fluorine. It is 9. Next, fluorine to neon?
Increases.
It is again increases. Increases. This is neon. It is 10. Now tell me, if I take helium here in this, helium is more than this lithium, no? Helium is more than lithium, no? Now come on, tell me, if I want to draw the helium here, right here, where I should write? Whether I should write below this neon or above neon?
Ebonian.
Above neon. Why?
Because it has highest resolution.
Neon has highest styness enthalpy, therefore it should be there somewhere here. Right? So this is the graph related to ionization enthalpy and atomic size. So next factor is nuclear charge, right? Nuclear charge. Come on, tell me. How does nuclear charge affect the ionization enthalpy? Tell me first, what is the relation between nuclear charge and atomic size?
Inversely.
So we have studied that atomic size is inversely proportional to what? Nuclear charge, right? Because when the nuclear charge increases, right, when the nuclear charge increases, what happen at atomic size is decreases. This is we have studied, right? But we also know that atomic size or IE is inversely proportional to atomic size. Yes or no? When atomic size increases, IE decreases. Do you understand? Okay, then now atomic size inversely proportional to nuclear charge, atomic size inversely proportional to IE, therefore IE is directly proportional to nuclear charge. So important, IE is directly proportional to nuclear charge. Come on, tell me, what is the meaning of this? Ionization enthalpy is increases with increasing nuclear charge. Tell me, why the ionization enthalpy increases? When the nuclear charge, yes, when the nuclear charge increases, what happens? When nuclear charge increases, that nucleus strongly holds the electron, right? Yes, it strongly holds the outermost electron. When it strongly holds the outermost electron, so outermost electron cannot be removed so easily, right? Therefore, IE is decreases. It's understood, right? For example, let us take, what is the IE of Na plus? Whose IE is more? Whose IE less, IE more? Nuclear charge. See, when positive charge increases, nuclear charge. When positive charge increases, nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge nothing but positive charge only. Therefore, Na plus greater than Na. Next, similarly, Mg plus 2. Whose IE1 is more? Tell me. Mg plus 2 more than Mg, because nuclear charge is plus 2. Here no charge. Right. Similarly, take Fe plus 2, Fe plus 3. What is the order of? So what is the order of IE1? Fe plus 3 greater than plus 2 plus 1, right? It is the increasing order of IE1. That means IE1 is always directly proportional to nuclear charge. Right? You can write many examples. The reason is same. Let's take general example: A plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Come on, tell me, what is the order of IE1? IE1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. It is the increasing order of IE1, right? Therefore, nuclear charge is directly proportional to IE. Next, third factor is screening effect or shielding effect. So this is also we have studied, shielding effect. So we have studied what is the effect of screening, on atomic size. Okay, what is screening effect? I explained once again. I want to remind you. Just see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, particularly D block element. In D block element, first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit, take it is a 4s electron, it is a 3s, 3p, 3d will be there, right? Okay. In D block element, listen carefully once again. In D block element, what happened? usually electron should be enter first 1s, that is first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit. This is the order. No, electron must be entered into first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So this is the order of filling electron. But what happened in case of d block element? Electron enters into, and of course 3s 3p entered, but after 3s 3p electron do not enter into 3d. So instead of entering 3d, electron enters into it 4s, 4s1, 4s2. This happens in d block element. It means in d block element, electron first enters into fourth orbit, then electrons start entering into 3d. Okay, then you just imagine if there is no electron in 3d, means electron before entering into 3d, what happened? This nucleus has greater force of attraction on valency shell, that is 4s. So when there is no d electron, this nucleus strongly hold outermost electron, so therefore atomic size little decreases. This happens when there is no d electron, 3d electron. But what happened when electrons start entering into 3d, like 1, 2, 3, 4. When electrons start entering into 3d, these 3d electron make one screen in between what? Nucleus and outermost 4s electron. So there, due to these 3d electron, this nucleus cannot have effective attraction on where? Valency shell. So therefore, due to this, now this phenomenon is nothing but we call screening effect. So due to this screening effect, this nucleus cannot hold outermost electron very effectively. Therefore, these outermost electrons start moving away from the nucleus. So therefore, as the number of electron increases, screening effect goes on increases. When screening effect goes on increases, this 4s electron move slowly away from the nucleus. It means size is increases. Therefore, more screening effect, more size. So therefore, screening effect is directly proportional to atomic size. This is already we have studied. Okay. Now tell me here, screening effect is directly proportional to atomic size. But we know that IE is inversely proportional to what? Atomic size. Therefore, tell me, IE is inversely proportional to shielding effect. Important. More shielding effect, less ionization enthalpy. When more shielding effect, less ionization enthalpy, because more shielding effect, more size. Okay. Then we also studied that what is the shielding effect of screening effect of s, p, d, f orbital. So obviously s orbital closer to the nucleus, no? Whatever the orbit you take, for example, if you take third orbit, s is closer, then next is p, next is d, next is f. It means in a given orbit, first comes s. Therefore, the screening of s is always more. Therefore, screening effect of s is more, then p, then d, then f. It is the order of screening effect of s, p, d, f orbitals. And there is a one important relation also. Lanthanide contraction, actinide contraction. Lanthanide contraction due to poor shielding effect of 4f. Actinide contraction due to poor shielding effect of 5f. Of course, 4f, 5f both are having poor shielding, no doubt. But among 4f, 5f again which has poorest? 5f, right? Therefore, the shielding effect of 5f is very less compared to 4f. Therefore, actinide contraction is more. Shielding is more. Shielding is more means Z star is
Shielding less.
Shielding less. 5f shielding is less. 5f shielding is less means Z star is more. So therefore, Z star more, contraction is more, decreasing more. So therefore, yeah, the 5f shielding effect is less compared to 4f. Therefore, actinide contraction is more than lanthanide contraction. This is we have studied, right? So therefore, it is about third factor, shielding effect. Next, come on, tell me what is the fourth factor? Penetrating power. Yeah. penetrating power of orbital. Penetrating power of orbital. So there are orbitals S, P, D, F. Now tell me, what is the penetrating power? Penetrating nothing but it's now nucleus, first orbit, second orbit, third, fourth orbit. Tell me, it is a fourth orbit. In a given orbit, there is S orbital, P also there, D also there, F also there. Among SP, D, F, which is very close to the nucleus?
Yes, sir.
Means no, we call that S orbital has more penetrating power. Whatever the orbit you take in a given orbit, S orbital always very close to the nucleus. Now close to nucleus, it means it has more penetrating power. So right, so therefore the penetrating power is S greater than P then D. Now next, when S has very close to the nucleus, it means S electrons are very close to the nucleus. When S electrons are close to the nucleus, this nucleus has more attraction towards this S, means the removal of S electron become difficult. So removal of S electron difficult, removal of P electron, F electron easy. It means removal of S electron difficult means it has more ionization enthalpy. It means you can write ionization enthalpy directly proportional to penetrating power. Important. IE is directly proportional to PP. Then what is the order of IE?
IE is
S greater than P greater than D greater than F. Right? Next, last factor is half filled and completely filled orbitals. Fourth factor, fifth factor? Fifth, okay. Half filled, completely filled orbitals. There is a statement, half filled and completely filled orbitals are most stable, right? Half filled and completely filled orbitals are most stable, therefore their ionization enthalpy is more. Right? Therefore, I will statement, half filled and completely filled orbitals are most stable, hence their ionization enthalpy. Half filled and completely filled orbitals are most stable and their IE is more. Okay, IE is more. Tell me example. The same example we have studied. Okay, in second period, third period. Tell me, in second period there are two examples. Beryllium has more IE than boron. Right. In third period, magnesium has more than aluminium. You have to remember this. Better you by heart it, because majority questions are based on only exceptions. There are 4 exceptions. One there, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆರಡು. What are remaining? Nitrogen more than oxygen. Here is phosphorus more than sulfur. Now tell me, what is the reason for these two?
Completely filled S orbital.
Here is they have completely filled S orbital. Right? If you write electronic configuration of beryllium, it is atomic number is 4, 1s2, 2s2. Okay. Then magnesium, it is 12. No, it is a
Neon.
1s2 neon.
Neon or
2s2. No. That's it. No, 10, 12. 10 plus 2, 12. Okay. Neon 3s2. Sorry. Okay. Similarly, what is the reason for these two?
Half filled P orbital.
They are having half filled p orbitals. Nitrogen atomic number 7, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So here 2p3, p3 is the half filled, right? Similarly, sulfur also 3p3 comes, right? So it is about half filled and completely filled orbital. We have only these exceptions. These exceptions you must remember. Okay. Other than this, noble gases. Tell me, noble gas also an example, no? Noble gases having stable electronic configuration, that is octet configuration. Therefore, they have highest ionization enthalpy, right? So noble gases have highest ionization enthalpy due to noble gases have highest ionization enthalpy due to stable electronic configuration, right? Here helium has 1s2, which is called doublet electronic configuration, whereas except helium all are having ns2 np6, that is octet electronic configuration. Both doublet and octet having stable electronic configurations. They are stable only, they are having highest ionization enthalpy.